Hey fam, it's your girl Jackie Black, aka JB the coach, in the building with another talk. Alright. Today's talk is gonna be about a subject that a lot of us either are going through right now or have been through and overcame. Either way, this video, I believe if you watch it to the end, you will gain some knowledge, some insight. And my goal is to make sure that we come out with some solutions, right? Some ways to overcome the challenges that I'm going to be mentioning in this talk today. All right, so again, fam, I'm Jackie Black, aka JB the coach, right? If you are watching me on YouTube, make sure that you like, subscribe, and if you can, drop a comment. Also, if you're watching me, I believe I'm going to post on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. So if you're watching on either one of those platforms, feel free to share this talk, right? As well as like and comment, right? I love to read the comments. It makes me believe, right, that somebody is getting some value out of the content, right? Somebody out there is getting some type of value. So with that being said, make sure, guys, go ahead and grab your notepads, your pen and pads. Remember, note takers are money makers, right? Movers and shakers. So make sure to grab that, because the sauce that I'm about to give you tonight, you're going to want to dip some great nuggets in this sauce, baby. I'm about to really come with it, all right? So again, let's go ahead and dive in, right? So the subject for tonight is imposter syndrome. Ooh, a lot of us, especially entrepreneurs, right? We suffer from imposter syndrome. Yeah, y'all probably didn't even think that was a real thing, but it's a real thing, right? So what is imposter syndrome? Let's just go ahead and just dive in, all right? Make sure you're taking your notes. If you want, you could throw some notes in the comments. I love it. I love it. I love it when I see that. All right, so anyway. So this syndrome, imposter syndrome, is when that little still voice keeps whispering to you, you're not good enough. You're around a whole lot of people, and you know you in a room full of people, and you on a job, right? You in a business meeting, and you hear something in your ear saying, you're not good enough. Or, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Woo! Those voices that are whispering to you. Let me tell you something though. That voice, you can't believe it. It's a liar. It's all a lie. It's lying to you. That voice is not telling you the truth, okay? And today we're gonna shut, right, all of that out. We're gonna shut it all down. I'm gonna prove to you that voice isn't real. That voice is not telling you the truth. All right. So if you're ready to get out of your own head, step into your purpose and your greatness, let's go. Let's get it. All right. Moving on. All right. So let's go back to what is imposter syndrome, guys. All right. So we're going to start with the basics. It is a feeling that you're a fraud. It's just a feeling. It's a feeling that you're a fraud, like you don't really deserve whatever it is. You don't deserve that house. Like, you know, you're in the bank and you're trying to get the loan for the house, and something that's telling you, you don't deserve this. You're not going to get it. Your credit is so messed up, right? Things of that nature. It's telling you all the negative things, right? Telling you you don't deserve success in your business. You don't deserve that promotion. You don't deserve that raise. Or somebody's going to find out, right? Or it's a fear that's, I'm sorry for fidgeting now. But anyway, or a fear that someone's going to find out that you're a fraud, that you faking it. You've been faking it the whole time. That's the fear. The fear of someone, finding out, with the girls would say clocking your tea. Someone just clocked your tea. Someone just found out how fake you are. That's the fear. But again, let me break this down to you guys. This isn't facts. It's just a feeling. And my dad will always say, feelings are not facts. They're just not. And I noticed that a lot of us and a lot of people that I know, right? They're always going off of feelings and vibes. They, for real, they might say they don't even like you. I don't like her. And somebody might say, why you don't like her? It's just this vibe. I just got this strange feeling about her. I just got this strange feeling about him. They don't know you from a can of paint. But because they're going off of their feelings, which feelings are not a fact. It's not a fact. All right? So, imposter syndrome comes from, write this down, guys, fear of failure. You scared that people will see you messing up, right? So what happens is, because you're so afraid of messing up and people seeing it, you don't even try. Next thing, comparison overload. You're scrolling through everybody's feed on social media. And I'm guilty of this too, right? I am so guilty of this. And I'm working on it though. I'm still a work in progress too, guys. All right. Don't think JB the coach is not still a work in progress. All right. So anyway, you're scrolling through everybody's highlights and their feeds on their YouTube and their Instagram and their Facebook, and you seeing, you seeing 1 million likes and 1 million, followers, and you're seeing, all these subscribers, and you're thinking to yourself, I'm so behind on this. It's no way I'm going to catch up. It's no way I'll ever get 1 million people to watch my videos. There's no way one of my videos will go viral. This is what you're thinking. Number 3, perfectionism. Perfectionism. I didn't even know that was a word. But it is, and it's true. It's when you're thinking that you got to be perfect. So because you're not perfect, or something is not perfect, like some of y'all are probably so focused on the fact that I got on a cut-off shirt because I'm not looking perfect or what you deem to be perfect. But guess what? I'm not here for that. I'm here so you can focus on my message. Focus on the word, not my shirt. Even though you like that right there or whatever. But anyway, it's feeling that you're not good enough. So guess what? You just stop. You won't do it. You won't even try. So let me tell you again, guys, these are just feelings. What you just wrote down is just feelings. It's not the truth. Guess what it is, guys? It's a form of programming. It's just the program that's inside of your head. It's the program that's inside of your heart. It's the program that's inside of you. All right, so, and that program is your mindset. So guys, let's go on, right? So your mindset is the trap that's keeping you stuck. Your mindset is the trap that's keeping you stuck. Remember, we just said the programming. It's how you think. It's what you've been programmed to believe. That's what's been keeping you stuck. So, again, we're talking about the real problem here. Mindset. It's how you think. So your brain basically is wired to protect you, guys. Your brain is wired to protect you. It's trying to keep you safe, right? But what it's really doing, let me tell you what it's really doing, is keeping you small. Look, you've spent years being told things like, tell me, like drop in the comments if any of this sounds familiar to you, right? You spent years hearing people tell you, you need to stay humble. Stay humble. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, right? You know, you feeling good about something that happened to you, you know, and, you know, they think you bragging. Oh, you just bragging. You need to stay humble. Don't get too big-headed. How many of you guys have heard that? I know I have. You know, don't get too big-headed. They big-headed. I already got a big head. I tell people, my grandmother always said, I got a big head because I got a big brain. And some people agree and some people don't. But hey, I know that. But anyway, and then you've heard stuff like, play it safe. Make sure you have some security. Play it safe. So now, anytime you start winning, your mind goes into panic mode. And it tries to pull you back to that programming. It tries to pull you back to where it's comfortable at, right? Because that programming has been keeping you safe. Your mind has been keeping you safe. So now when you go outside of that, it's now, you know, it's now wants to will you back in so that you can become comfortable. All right, guys. So look, growth, write this down. Growth is uncomfortable. It's something new to the program. You're introducing something new to the program. It's uncomfortable. Success is uncomfortable. And if you're not willing to push through the discomfort, you're going to continue to stay stuck right where you are, right in your comfort zone, right where that programming is, right? And it's not because you can't do it. Let's just be clear. It's because you won't allow yourself or believe that you can do it. You won't allow yourself to believe that you can do it. That's what it is. You won't allow yourself to believe that you can do it. Why? Because your programming, the things that you've been programmed all of your life, continues to kick in and try to override the growth. It tries to override the success. It tries to override the positive things that you're feeding your mind. So you have to be very conscious of that, guys. All right, so how to reprogram your beliefs, because these things can be reprogrammed, though. I'm not saying that it's going to happen overnight, because a lot of our thoughts and our beliefs, right, have been embedded in us, right? They've been passed down from generation to generation to generation. So it's like almost sometimes in your DNA to believe certain things, because it's something that you've been taught from probably coming out the womb. You've been taught certain things, or you've been programmed to believe certain things. So again, though, here's the truth. Listen, write this down. You don't rise to your goals, but you will fall to your beliefs. You don't rise to your goals because a lot of times your goals go against your beliefs. Y'all need to understand that a lot of times your goals will go against your beliefs, guys. And right now, guess what runs the show, though? Your beliefs. Most of us, people will argue you down if you go against something they believe. See, because what they believe, whatever it is, right? They believe that to be true. And most times they believe it with all of their might in their heart. Why? Because grandmama said it. Or why? Because the pastor said it. Or why? Because their teacher said it. Or why? Because their mama or daddy said it. Right? So now they believe it. And they've been believing it since they were children. So because they believe that, and you may believe something totally opposite, now you challenge their comfort. You challenge the program. So, I need you to understand though, here's where the challenge lies, right? Every time you think something like, I'm not good enough, you need to ask yourself, who told me that? See, a lot of times, the beliefs and the things that we believe, it's from maybe something in our childhood. Somebody told somewhere along the line, some teacher, some counselor, somebody you respected, your Sunday school teacher, your math teacher, who knows, right? Your babysitter, somebody, maybe somebody in your classroom told you you wasn't good enough. You wasn't pretty enough. You wasn't smart enough, right? You didn't have enough money. You can't do that. You can't participate in this. Maybe it was a boss. Maybe it was a partner. Maybe it was your husband. Well, I'm going back to childhood. So maybe it was your boyfriend or girlfriend when you were young. Somebody you had a crush on. I don't know. But most of the time, that's somebody else's shit that they tried to put onto you. And they didn't even try, they did. They embedded it in your programming. But now that you're conscious of that, and you have to ask yourself, each time that thought, that voice, that, comes up into your head and it says, you're not good enough. You're not, that voice, that doubt, you're not going to make it. You're not going to get it. You can never do that. You have to stop and ask yourself, who told me that? And then you go ahead and give it back to them. Because it wasn't you. And it was never yours to begin with. It was somebody else's projection, more than likely onto you. All right, so now also what you can do, right? You need to collect evidence. Write that down. Collect the evidence. Guys, collect the evidence means you're going to keep track of your wins. All right? So this is how you can start to reprogram yourself. You're going to keep track of your wins. That's why setting goals is really very important, because once you achieve those goals, whether they're small or big, you can write them down, right? Whatever the goal was, you write it down. I achieved that goal. I'm so happy and grateful now. I achieved that goal. Right? And you speak it out loud and you own it. You own it. Now, I am definitely one for celebrating wins, right? Eat small and big wins. I feel like though sometimes people have taken advantage of going out all the time, like 2-3 times a week or 2 times a week, whenever, right? And they're never celebrating a win. What are you celebrating? Most times people go out because they're trying to release some type of frustration. So they need to go out and dance. They might want to go out and grab a drink. But no, I'm talking about if you're going to go out and treat yourself out, go out and celebrate a win. Celebrate you a win, right? Whether big or small. And if you can't go out, just write them down, speak them out loud, and own them, all right? Now, the next thing you want to do is affirm your power. You want to affirm your power because your words have power. I'm going to repeat that, guys. Your words have power. Remember, the power of life and death is in the tongue. That's in the Bible. The power of life and death is in the tongue. So be careful how you use them. So you want to say this. I'm going to give you a few things that you can say out loud every day if you can, write it down. You can kind of tweak it to how it will work for you. All right, guys, you want to look yourself in the mirror, right? And you want to tell yourself, I deserve this, whatever this is. Whatever you're working on, if you're trying to get a raise on your job, you are in pursuit of starting a business, I deserve to be successful. I deserve to be the supervisor on my job. I deserve this raise, right? You want to look yourself in the mirror and you want to tell yourself what you deserve. I deserve this new home, right? Whatever the case is, whatever you feel like you deserve, you want to tell yourself. You can look yourself in the mirror, right? maybe in, wherever your mirror is, and say, I deserve this, right? I'm built for this. I am built for this. Remember, whatever you say after I am really is. That's a whole nother video. All right, guys. So you say, I am built for this. I am born for this. I was born for this, or I am born for this. Whatever this is, I am born to be a world-renowned speaker, speaking on big stages in front of thousands and thousands of people to help people to transform their lives and their mindsets. I am born. This is why I was born. You want to look yourself in the mirror. I was born to be one of the top chefs in the world, to be able to help people to have healthy meals and delicious tasting meals. And I was born to, boom, all right? And one more for, I can handle this. I got this. I like to say, I got this. Whatever this is. And it could just be, I got this. I got this. Thank you, God. I got this. So you keep saying that, guys, until you believe it. This is how you reprogram your brain, all right? This is how you reprogram your mind, all right? So also you want to take the lead. Confidence doesn't just come about by thinking about it. It comes by doing it. You want to stop thinking about it. You want to stop talking about it, all that. Just go ahead and get it done. Do it. Action beats overthinking every single time. Write that down. Action beats overthinking every single time. A lot of times we think our way out of things. We know, like these videos, oh my goodness, sometimes I just don't want to do them. And for years, I was just overthinking this whole thing about doing videos. That was it. Now it's just about doing them. I may not have 1 million views today, but I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow because I deserve. Right? I know I deserve this to be very successful. This project that I'm working on with my videos. You got to start to believe, baby. All right. Also, you want to surround yourself with growth, guys. Surround yourself with growth. So if your circle is not pushing you, I think I mentioned this in previous videos. If your circle is not praying for you, and I'm talking about praying. If you don't have a circle that will pray for you, but they're praying on you, they're not cheering for you. If you're around a bunch of people and they're not happy for you when things are going great, see, it's easy for people to be happy, be there to support you, right? When things are going bad. It's just easy for that. Some people, they want to be there. It's a form of control. They want to be there for you when you call me. They love it when you call them when things are going bad. But how many of your people in your circle are cheering for you and genuinely happy for you when things are going great in your life? Woo! If you don't have that, guys, you're going to have to upgrade your environment. You got to get you a new circle. There's a saying, if you cannot change the people around you, you need to change the people around you. Write that down. And maybe later on, if it went over your head, you'll get it a little later on. All right. So you need people who see the potential. They see the greatness in you. You don't need people who always bringing up your past. Ooh, I got some people who do that. And I'll be like, huh? You talking about something months ago. What are you talking about? I'm on something. I'm not even the same person I was last week. I don't think the same no more. But 2024, it's 2025. I'm not even the same person. And you keep talking about something from the past. You keep talking about something that I did last year. Or you keep on talking about something that we did 20 years ago. What are you talking about? I barely even remember the stuff I did 20 years ago. I don't even hang with the same people I hung with 20 years ago. I'm a new, fresh vessel, new, fresh person. I need you to see my potential. I need you to see my greatness. I need you to see where I'm going. And if you can, come on and go with me. All right. Let's go ahead and go on. All right, guys. Let me see. Oh, we almost done. All right, so don't worry. Stick with me. Try to stick with me to the end. All right, so guess what? The next one is you need to stop waiting because you were built for this. Again, you need to stop waiting because you were built for this. So fam, listen to me. Again, you were built for this. You didn't come this far to doubt yourself. Get out of your head. Reprogram your brain. You also can reprogram your brain. You need to start listening to audios every day. You need, like, turn off sometimes. You know, I do have friends. My best friend, she all day, all night, she's listening to her gospel music because right now she is feeding her spirit. She's feeding herself spiritually. Man, that is a beautiful thing because it beats listening to negative things that are negative, all this negative energy all day. And now I can see it when she walk and when she talk because she's always talking about God and the Lord. Why? Because this is what she's feeding her spirit. Guys, what are you feeding yourself? Are you feeding yourself a bunch of negative talk shows, TV shows, reality shows? You scrolling on social media all day and you're reading other people's doubts? Because don't get it twisted. Even on that book, right? It says, what are your thoughts, I believe, or what do you think? So when you're scrolling and you're reading other people's thoughts and their, what's going on in their lives. So you want to limit that. And you want to replace it with audios that are personal development, right? Like on you can try YouTube and, find you some good podcasts, find you some good audios like Think and Grow Rich, The Strangest Secret, right? By Earl Nightingale. It's so many now. You can just go on there. You can really listen to it all day, right? You can listen to whatever you need to listen to reprogram your brain, reprogram your mind. All right, let me go head on. All right, so you didn't come this far to doubt yourself, guys. You did not work this hard to stay stuck. God did not put that dream in your heart for you to sit on it. God put that dream in your heart because God wants to see you created. God knows, put that dream in your heart, and you already have everything you need to make it happen. If God gave it to you, you already have everything you need to make it happen. What are you stuck? Why are you doubting yourself? So you need to stop waiting for the perfect time because there will never, ever, 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 ever be a perfect time, guys. Never. Stop waiting for permission. Nobody is here to give you permission. I'm not going to give you permission. Your mama not going to give you permission. Your pastor not going to give you permission, right? Your boss not going to give you permission. You need to stop waiting on permission. God already gave you the permission. God gave you the vision. Go. Make it happen. Stop waiting for someone else to validate you. You don't need anyone else's validation. Nobody has to stamp it for you, baby. It's already stamped. God already stamped it. It's already stamped, all right? And again, you don't need anyone's approval. You just need to reprogram your mindset so that you believe something different. You believe you can do it. You believe it's already done. You believe that your customers are already waiting on you. Even when everybody in your family told you it was a dumb idea, I don't know why you're doing that, and they will not buy anything from you. Don't call me about that. Remember Uncle Louie tried that and he failed? Whatever that was, right? Even when they did that, you have to believe that even if your friends and your family don't support you, God already has your customers lined up. Got a bunch of strangers that's just waiting for what you have to offer. Even if you got to go through 100 no's, on that 101, there go your yes. And that was the yes you needed. So, guys, what I need you to do is to show up. Step up. Show out. And build your legacy. Period. All right, so it's your turn, fam. I need you to drop a comment And let me know if this content in this video has helped you in any type of way, right? Also, let me know if you are reprogramming your brain right now, you reprogramming your mindset. I need to know, put in the comments, what are you doing to do that? Are you reading books? Are you, if you are, what book are you reading? Because maybe I can check out the books. Are you listening to audios? If so, what audios are you listening to, right? What podcasts are you listening to? What is helping you to reprogram, right? And get out of the imposter syndrome. Get out of that mode. What is helping you, all right? And also, what's one limited belief that you're going to leave behind? And what's one habit that you're changing this week? What's one habit that you're going to change this week? And don't forget to like, share. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, because 2025, right, is the year that we stop surviving, guys, and we're going to start thriving. All right. So let's build wealth. Let's build our businesses, and let's leave our legacies, right? Together. Let's go ahead and get this done. Again, I am Jackie Black, aka JB the Coach. And I want y'all to remember, you got this. Yeah, I'm out.